Hello everyone, welcome to Vinod Rathinam Tutorials. In this video, we are going to learn about Python for loop. Python has two types of loop commands, while and for loop. While loop we have already completed in the previous video. Now we will learn about for loop. In order to start the for loop, we must know the data structures like a list, tuple, string, which we are going to cover it in the next video series. For time being, we will learn how to use the for loop using list alone. List means saving multiple values in a single variable, which is similar to arrays in other programming language. Now, as per the definition, for loop is used to iterate over a sequence. In our example, we used list one by one till all the values in the list get completed. Flowchart says first it will check for the first value. For the first value it will do some manipulation. Then for the second value it will do some manipulation. Till we complete all the values in the list, this loop will be getting executed. Once all the value is completed, the execution will come out of the loop. Let's do a sample program. So this is a list which contains all the fruits name and the variable name is fruits. Now keyword for, this is an iteration variable. We can keep any variable name. I will keep I. Then in fruits colon. See, for iterating variable in sequence. The sequence here is fruits followed by colon. After this we can do any manipulation. Now I am going to just print the output value, print I. Let me execute and show you result. It displayed each value here. Now we'll see the definition. First item in the sequence is assigned to the iterating variable, so the apple will be assigned to the I. After that it will come into the statement. Then the statement block is executed. In our example we are just printing the value. The first iteration gets completed, then it will go to the second value, banana in fruits, then it's printing it, then one by one till it gets jackfruit. Once all the value gets completed, it will come out of the loop. The same example we have seen with the string values. Now we'll see with the number, another program. Now in the list I am having all the values like 1, 5, 10, 15. It is saving to the variable numbers. Now for x in numbers print x. When you run it, all the values which is available inside this list will be printed one by one. The same example, I want to find the sum of all these values. Just think about the logic. We have to use the for loop. First I have to add 1 plus 5, then this value will be 6, 6 plus 10, then like this I have to do step by step. For that the initial value should be 0, sum equal to 0. Then for val in numbers, now sum equal to sum plus val. What exactly this code will do is, initially sum equal to 0 plus 1, the value will be 1. In the second iteration, sum equal to 1 plus 5, the value will be 6. After that 6 plus 10, 16, and it will be keep on repeating it. After this I have to print the value. Sum of all the numbers in the list is, this value will be displayed. Just run it. When you sum all these value, you will get answer 126. This is a very simple program, but in real-time scenario we will handle even more complicated scenarios using for loop. The best part of Python is we can add else statement to the loops. In the previous video we have seen else statement to the while loop. Now we will see how to add the else statement to the for loop. Same program once again. What I am going to do is else I am printing no item left. It means once all the value is completed, this will come out of the loop and it will execute the else statement. Best way is whatever the statement you want to display to the user, you can add it to the else statement. Just run it. Once all value displayed, finally else statement is executed. No items left. We have seen how to iterate through the list. In addition to that, we can iterate through a string also. Simple program for x in Python colon print x. If it is a string, then it will take 1 by 1 by character. Now comes a very important topic, a range function. Using range function, we can generate sequence of numbers, and the syntax is very easy. Range, starting number, ending number, then step size. And remember one thing, this function does not store all the values in the memory. It will be inefficient, so it just remembers the start, stop and the step size alone and generates the number based on that. That is one important interview question about the range function. Now we'll see with an example. Print range 10. A very simple example. When you run it, the meaning of this is it generated 10 numbers starting from 0 till 9. You want to check the numbers one by one, means we can use the for loop to display it. I'll display it now. For x in range 10, print x. Run it. You can see the value in this ranges starts from 0 till 9. Always remember end number minus 1. It's displayed 10 values. One more example, x in range 2, 6. The meaning of is it starts from 2 and the end value minus 1. 2 to 5 it will display. Print x. So it starts from 2 till 5. Now same example with step size. For x in range, the value starts from 1 and the end value is 30. It means 30 minus 1 till 29 it will display, and the step size is 2. You can guess it will display 1, 3, 5 odd numbers. Print x, just execute. Now you can see it started from 1 till 29. We have many ways to iterate. One more way is using the index. Same example, the list contains all the fruit names. For index in range, len is a function, then fruits. Print the fruit name is, then this fruits followed by the index value. This is another way where we can print each values. For knowledge purpose I am teaching this. It is not a compulsory that we have to follow this method. You can directly use this way also. One more way we can print the value. If you want to print the index of each value, use the enumerate. Enumerate methods adds a counter to the iterable and return it in the form of enumerate object. The syntax is little bit modified. For here I am mentioning two things, index and the value in enumerate of that fruits. When you execute, it will display the index of each value. Then comes the important topic, nested for loop. You know very well, nested loop means inside one loop there is another loop. If it is a nested for loop means inside one for loop I am going to code another for loop. For x in range 1, 4. You know very well, it starts from 1 till 3 the value will be there. One more for loop for y in range 1, 4. Same thing. Now I want to display both x, y value. Here I can't able to show you the real-time scenario. That will be very complicated program. But I am just explaining with the simple values. With 1, the inner for loop first it will execute 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. Once the 1 value is completed, it will come out of the loop. Then it will take the value 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. Once the value is completed, then it will come to the main for loop. Then the value will be 3, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. Let me directly show the one more example. I have an object red, big, tasty, fruits, apple, banana, cherry. Now x in this one, then for y in fruits. What will be the output? You can see exactly like number, it will print with the string. When you run red apple, red banana, red cherry, big apple, big banana, big cherry, tasty apple, tasty banana, tasty cherry. This is how nested for loop will work. Hope you got an idea about for loops. All the programs and these materials will be available in this URL, which I will mention in the video description. Thanks for watching. Happy learning.